Power English enthusiasts. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Let's get started. 1. Red-eye flight. Mike, are you a fan of red-eye flights? You know, those late-night or overnight journeys that get you to your destination by the crack of dawn. Taking a red-eye can be challenging, but it's a savvy move to save on hotel costs and make the most of your first day. Have you booked one lately? 2. Can't wait to now. Who here can't wait to try that new restaurant downtown? Can't wait to is the phrase of eagerness, the anticipation of something exciting happening soon. I bet you can't wait to hear more idioms today. 3. Burn the midnight oil. Have you ever burned the midnight oil? Staying up late, working on a project, or hitting the books till the wee hours. Burning the midnight oil is a surefire way to achieve success, be it in business, academics, or life. Share your burning the midnight oil stories in the comments. 4. I bet plus subject plus verb. Now, let's play a game. I bet you've never heard such cool idioms before. I bet plus subject plus verb is our way of expressing confidence or belief. I bet you'll love incorporating these idioms into your daily conversations. 5. Transfer. In the world of travel, transfer means switching from one mode of transport to another or changing locations during your journey. Ever had to transfer from a bus to a train or vice versa? Share your transfer tales in the comments below. That's a wrap for today's Power English episode. Remember, language learning is an exciting journey, much like a red-eye flight filled with transfers. Can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep burning the midnight oil, and I bet you'll master these idioms in no time. Safe travels, Power English family.
Hello everyone, I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
We're so thankful that you are joining us today.
Yes.
And we are going to talk about going home for the holidays. It is our travel day. And let's talk about red-eye flight.
Yeah.
Okay. Red-eye. So R-E-D, like red, and then E-Y-E.
Yeah.
Okay, so 빨간 눈. Okay. What is this red-eye flight?
So this is a flight that makes your eyes red because you could not sleep.
Right.
So it's a flight that happens at night.
Yeah.
So I would say anywhere from 9 p.m. Until early in the morning.
Yeah.
If your flight takes off at that time, we would call that the red-eye flight.
So typically, like from the West Coast to the East Coast, it takes about, I think, a little over 5 hours from Los Angeles to New York. And so people who are in business and need to get there the next day, can't afford to take a day off, like they take an evening flight. It's the red-eye flight, which is in the evening, and they arrive in the morning.
Yeah.
And remember, there's like, I think, a 3-hour difference.
Yes, going from California to New York, you have to go forward several hours as you're traveling.
That's right.
I hear this more often in America about people taking a late flight than I hear about it in Korea.
Well, in Korea, as far as, I mean, Jeju-do takes, what, like 50 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Domestically, obviously not. But from Seoul to LA, we don't talk about red-eye flights.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
I hear...
Just an international flight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel every time the flight is early in the morning, not late at night. And that just may be me and my friends' travel preferences.
Right.
But a red-eye flight, if you're leaving the airport at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., those would be considered red-eye flights.
Okay. So here are some expressions that we're going to cover. Another one. If you can't wait to do something...
You are very excited So this isn't actually about the physical ability to wait or not wait. It's about, I'm anticipating, I'm ready to do this, I want to start now.
All right. And if you burn the midnight oil?
Means you're not going to bed, you're staying up late, often working.
Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue. Did you book your flight home yet?
Yeah, I'm taking a red-eye flight with 2 transfers. It would be easier to drive 1,000 miles instead.
I bet you can't wait to see your family after 2 years away.
My mother cried when I said I was coming home. She and my dad will meet me at the airport at 6 a.m.
Well, the way you've been burning the midnight oil the past few weeks, you've earned this vacation.
Thanks, Greta.
Here we go. Greta says, did you book your flight home yet?
And then Peyton says, yeah, I'm taking a red-eye flight with 2 transfers. It would be easier to drive 1,000 miles instead.
Okay, so I'm taking a red-eye flight with 2 transfers. So we just talked about red-eye flight, and it's a flight that will give you red eyes because you probably couldn't sleep very well.
It's a flight that goes out late or you're definitely overnight in the air.
Yeah.
It's the worst type of flight.
I think when you're younger, when I went to New York, I believe we took a red-eye flight.
Oh.
Because you can save a day, and you can go right and just land and start your day.
Right.
But it is exhausting.
I know. It really, really is.
Right.
If I can escape it, I try not to take a red-eye flight.
Yeah.
Especially one that has 2 transfers.
Yes. And what is a transfer?
So transfer as a noun can have a few different meanings in English.
Yeah.
Here we're talking about the fact that you have to switch planes.
Okay.
So, often there is not a direct flight to where you want to go. You often have to, go to a big city.
Yeah.
Transfer to a plane that will go to a smaller city.
Right. And of course, Los Angeles, New York, there are direct flights, but there's certain cities where you don't have direct flights.
Oh, yeah. Like if I'm going to my hometown.
Oh, how do you get to your hometown?
So I go from Seoul, obviously go to Incheon.
Okay.
Incheon to Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
And then Dallas to a small place called Fort Smith.
Fort Smith, okay.
And then from Fort Smith, I have to drive to my hometown. Yeah.
Fort Smith is in Arkansas.
It is in Arkansas.
Okay,
but it's about a 30 to 40 minute drive.
Okay.
Outside, yeah.
All right.
So it's
wow. That's a long way.
Depending on, when I lived in Gwangju, it was Gwangju to Incheon.
Incheon to Dallas.
That time I went to San Francisco. San Francisco to Dallas to Fort Smith to my home.
Oh, okay. We're not going home.
That's a lot of transfers.
We are not going home. Okay. So it would be easier to drive 1,000 miles instead. So Peyton is saying, it would be easier to drive.
Yes.
What does Greta say?
I bet you can't wait to see your family after 2 years away.
Okay. So, we recently learned the expression, it's a safe bet.
Yeah.
And here is the bet again. I bet you.
Yeah, I bet you.
Yeah, I bet you. So Americans really like this word bet.
Yeah.
They like gambling.
Yeah, honestly. And even recently, it's gotten a new meaning.
What do you mean?
Among, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Generation Z. It's kind of slang now. So to accept something. Like if you say, hey, you want to go eat some pizza?
Yeah.
Bet. Means you betcha.
Cool.
Or cool, let's do it.
Oh, wow. Bet.
So it's a very commonly used word in many different ways. But here, I bet you means I think that, I believe that.
Yeah.
뭐 하겠지? It's kind of that feeling of, I'm pretty confident in my guess, so I can bet on it.
Okay. So, very similar. It's not the same meaning as it's a safe bet. That's more of a statement.
Yes.
This is more like, 그치? feeling.
그치.
그치. Okay. Wait, can't wait to see.
Yeah.
All right. What does this mean?
So you can't wait to see. Here we're not talking about the physical ability to wait. We're talking about, you must really want to see your family.
Right.
I bet you can't wait.
Yeah. So a very casual way of saying, I look forward to seeing you. Yeah. That's more of the business thing. I can't wait. And then I actually heard someone say, I am expecting to see you. 기대된다, which is not correct. So I can't wait means I'm really excited to see you.
Yes.
All right. Peyton says, my mother cried when I said I was coming home. She and my dad will meet me at the airport at 6 a.m.
Wow.
So they haven't seen each other in 2 years. Okay?
Yeah.
Greta says,
well, the way you've been burning the midnight oil the past few weeks, you've earned this vacation.
Okay. And then Peyton says, thanks, Greta. So, the way you've been burning the midnight oil the past few weeks.
Yeah.
What is Greta saying, the way you've been burning the midnight oil?
Right. So here, first it's maybe good to think about the fact that in the past, when they did not have electricity, they used lamps.
Right.
And they used oil lamps.
Right.
To burn oil so they could see at night.
Right.
So this midnight oil is oil that you are using at night to see things when you should be asleep.
Yeah.
Right? So when most people are asleep, Peyton is burning the midnight oil by staying up late, and it can just mean to stay up late in general.
Yeah.
But we often use it to mean you're working on something.
That's right. So Peyton has been working a lot, basically.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's why Greta says, you've earned this vacation. You deserve this vacation.
Yeah, you've worked hard, so you should get this vacation.
Yeah. You know, burning the midnight oil is something I cannot do. I would be sleeping. I would get so sleepy. I'm like, I got to go. I could get up early in the morning, but I cannot burn the midnight oil.
Yeah, I'm much better at just going to sleep and waking up early.
I agree. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Did you book your flight home yet?
Yeah, I'm taking a red-eye flight with 2 transfers. It would be easier to drive 1,000 miles instead.
I bet you can't wait to see your family after 2 years away.
My mother cried when I said I was coming home. She and my dad will meet me at the airport at 6 a.m.
Well, the way you've been burning the midnight oil the past few weeks, you've earned this vacation.
Thanks, Greta.
Join us on pages 64 and 65. It's time for Power Note. Red-eye flight is a late night or overnight flight. So a very common flight from LA to Seoul is from LA, we leave at 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning?
Yeah. But 1 in the morning, and you arrive in Seoul at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So you're sleeping for like 12, you could sleep, 6 hours, and then be here in the morning. This is the most preferred flight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you leave at 1 a.m. from Korean airports? Doesn't everything stop at like midnight?
Well, I don't know about Korea. I think it's different from Korea. This is from LA to Seoul.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in America, the flight could be 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
There's no stopping.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the perfect flight.
I mean, it's
so,
still 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
But,
oh, boy. Okay. Do you only take red-eye flights, Mike?
Yeah, they save a lot of money, and I avoid morning traffic when I arrive.
Yeah, because you arrive early.
Yeah.
There are only red-eye flights available unless you want to wait another day. Yeah. Some people love the idea because they save time, and it can be cheaper. But it can be very exhausting.
Right. Because can you sleep on a plane?
Not really.
I cannot sleep on a plane.
Yeah, right. I used to, when I was younger, like red-eye flights. But these days, I'd rather just be up and watching movies and taking a little doze and having a full night's rest, on land.
Yeah. Maybe if I got first class, which I've never had.
Are you kidding? I would just like business class. Because, these days, business class, you can fully recline. Like, it's almost like,
it's
all the way back.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, business class. That's my goal.
I've only flown economy. It's a dream.
It's a dream. Okay. All right. So red-eye flight that's the kind of flight.
Yes.
If you can't wait to do something, it means that you're very excited. You're very eager.
Yeah.
For something to happen.
Mm-hmm,
okay. I can't wait to go to the circus to see the lions.
Calm down. It won't be in town for another month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Circuses are going out of business, unfortunately.
It is really sad.
Yeah.
But, they're very expensive.
Yeah. And the animals, animal welfare, that sort of thing. I bet you can't wait to see your grandfather this weekend.
Aha.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you're expecting someone, it can be very exciting.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see you. I mean, we do that all the time, right? On our texts. I can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Or just can't wait.
Right. It's much more casual and common to say this over, I'm looking forward to.
Right.
That I'm looking forward to can be kind of neutral.
Yeah.
But it does go a little more formal.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you want to make it casual, I've heard people say looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But that's usually in a business context.
Right.
Not like, but if you're even in business and if you're close to this person, you could say, can't wait.
Can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait to see you. Or I can't wait until we have our lunch. Right? Okay. All right. So just quickly, Cameron.
Yes.
Let's make our own sentence with I can't wait. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You start.
So, I can't wait to meet our Power English fans.
Oh!
We have not had...
You're so right.
A fan meeting.
Yeah, totally.
So
we've not had our road show.
Yeah. I'm waiting for maybe being able to. Maybe. Sometime. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I used to say, and I don't say it anymore, I used to say, I can't wait for my son to get out of the house.
Yeah.
To be on his own, to be independent. But then these days I'm kind of like, you know what? I think I will keep him until he finishes college.
Yeah.
My mind has changed a little bit.
As a parent, I think that's probably a hard thing to deal with.
But in general, I can't wait for him to find his independence. And it's not because I don't want to keep him in the house, but to become an adult and not be so dependent on me.
But then he'll be older, and then he won't need you.
I know.
And then you'll be sad.
And then I'm going to say, I'll take that back. I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Burn the midnight oil. Stay up late working on a project or a task.
Yes.
So, you've been burning the midnight oil recently.
Well, the deadline to submit my thesis paper is next week.
Oh, yeah. Then you better burn the midnight oil.
Yeah.
I'll have to burn the midnight oil if I want to start my business before Christmas.
Oh, you're going to have to work late into the night.
When I burned the midnight oil often was in college when I had to write an essay.
Yes.
Not study the test. With studying the test, I'd fall asleep. But writing the essay, I would burn the midnight oil.
I think most people do.
Right? Did you?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of?
I especially an essay, I don't like essays.
I hate essays.
Like a test, I can study for that.
Me too.
Weeks in advance.
Totally.
But when it comes to an essay, I cannot start writing until
Till before. Tomorrow's the deadline and you're starting today.
Tomorrow's the deadline and I gotta go now.
That was me. Imagine, I was a literature major. I had so many essays to write. It was a miserable life. Okay. All right. Okay. So our power pattern today is what?
I bet you. And we often will pronounce this as I betcha.
I betcha.
I betcha.
Right.
Yeah. I bet you didn't expect to see me so soon.
Okay. All right. I bet you can't guess who I have a date with tomorrow night.
Yeah. So this is the casual feeling of 그치?
그치?
Yeah, you can't guess, can you?
Right. Okay. All right. Our power vocab is the word transfer on page 66. Do check out the definition. And let's go ahead and thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹